What's going on, everybody? This is AJ Batista, and you're listening to another episode of the Bomcast. I'm joined by my usual co-hosts, Mike Morano and Patrick O'Chang. Tom Brady officially retired. The Washington Commanders are here. And Brian Flores, is suing the NFL, the Giants, the Dolphins, and the Broncos. Fellas, what is going on?
My cable bill is due in a couple days. So that's
it's funny. I don't actually think I lost power. I think we just didn't pay our power bill. That's probably what happened. I've
gotten that. I've gotten that a few times. Where I would just be chilling out and then like everything would just shut off. Like the water wouldn't work, my power wouldn't work, and I go down. I'm like, dude, was it the third time this week that you guys lose power? And they go, no, you idiot! Like you have to pay.
You're not paying your bills.
And I was like, all right, cool. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I don't know. It comes back and then it does. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how to explain it. I wrote like some random person down as the co-signer. So I think they're just paying. I'm just hoping like they pay for it without like knowing what it's for.
You just found someone random.
I put Jeff Bezos as the co-signer to add it to a couple of his bills. And he doesn't finish.
He's got money to throw around.
We got a little bit of money to spend,
Yeah, he's tearing down a bridge in the Netherlands now so his yacht could stay in the water or whatever.
Is he really doing that?
Yeah, he bought a
$500
million yacht, and I guess to keep it where he needs it to be docked, it can't fit under a bridge, and it's some historic bridge in the Netherlands that now he's having them tear down so he could fit his yacht in the port or the dock or wherever he has to keep it. He's tearing down a famous bridge in the Netherlands because of that.
And it's so famous, I never heard of it. So let's knock it down.
So I don't know. You should be covered, Mike. He's got some money to throw around. It seems like.
I don't like how people overrate bridges. Is that a thing? Is that a thing?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't.
Like historic. They're just bridges. Like, why do we have to?
What bridge is historic other than like the one considered the Golden Gate Bridge?
Like, why do we have to put so much clout on them? Like, do they just connect?
They get you places.
Yeah.
Okay, a ramp there then. Like, I don't know.
Do you know how a ramp works?
Like that.
Ramp goes. You need to go up. The water's like this.
It can go up and then go back down.
That's not a ramp then. That's a fucking like. I don't know what it's called, but it's not a ramp. Okay, it's a hill.
It's a fucking roller coaster.
I don't know. They're just bridges. Let's knock them all down. I don't care.
Then we couldn't get anywhere.
Except the ones that affect me. Then let's not get rid of those. But besides, they're all.
I'd be stuck on Long Island if we knocked all bridges down.
Oh, that wouldn't be so bad. If he knocked all the bridges connecting Long Island to the rest of the world, I don't think that'll be a bad thing. I don't think that'll be that bad.
Oh man. But yeah, he's tearing down a fucking bridge so he could just have his yacht parked there.
I can't even park in like Miami like a normal fucking billionaire. God.
I don't know why he's keeping it in the
too much power.
I don't know why. But yeah.
All because I'm paying $10 a month for Amazon Prime.
No, it's up to 14 now.
I don't know. For some reason I'm still in the student one. So
okay.
I'm sad. Because I didn't pay for the entire 4 years of college. I was like, let me buy Prime now.
I'm sorry, but what's the purpose of having Amazon Prime? I never had it.
You get shipping within a day.
Yeah, you get it.
And you get free shipping on everything.
I only use Amazon Music.
Let's relax.
Okay, Neil Young.
I only stream Neil Young of Amazon Music.
Crosby, Stills, Young, and Nash. Only on Amazon Music for now on.
More artists announced they're leaving today, but it's artists like you probably wouldn't care about. Like,
who cares?
Yeah, let's look it up. Artists leaving Spotify. Like one of them had 6 monthly listeners, but he announced because of Joe Rogan.
I'm removing myself for Spotify due to Joe Rogan. Honestly.
That's like if like our podcast were like, that's it, we're no longer going to be streaming on Spotify.
Basically,
yeah.
These people, it's funny too because like the amount of people who actually care what Joe Rogan says, I guarantee is very minimal. Now, I understand he has a very big audience, but I feel like half the Joe Rogan audience is just there because they want to listen to the guest, and the other half is just there because they got nothing else to do. There's like probably 10 people who are listening to him and taking it as fact. No one actually cares what Joe Rogan thinks, if you really think about it. Because I don't.
I agree.
I know. And this, in my opinion, is the only one that matters. So
it's just one of those dudes where it's like, if you don't want to like hear it, that's it. Then just
Don't
don't
listen to it. It's
You know,
simple.
it's not,
I don't know.
like I don't listen to him. Like it
God,
doesn't,
you know,
I don't know. But yeah,
Yeah,
but
that was what kind of bothered me with the whole Neil Young thing. Like, if you want to take your music off of Spotify because you don't agree with what, like, you know, their new cash cow is saying or putting on his podcast, whatever content, that's fine. You could take your music off all day long. I don't care. It's like the silencing thing. If I could be a little dramatic, like it's either me or him. Like, if you're giving him an ultimatum, that's where it gets kind of annoying.
Yeah, you.
Don't try to silence anybody.
Spotify didn't have Taylor Swift's shit for like years. You think they gave a fuck? You know how much money that is to them?
Anyway,
they care about if Neil Young is going? It's not 1976.
I don't understand what Neil Young is losing. He probably gets paid like $7 a month from Spotify anyway. Like, because Spotify just doesn't pay their artists.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to leave because of that, that's one thing. But like,
that's fine.
Because Joe Rogan had a dude on that said that COVID's fake, which, you know, I understand it's stupid, but, you know, fuck it. But isn't it crazy how like 2005 NBC just has a stranglehold in the country, according to people? Like, Donald Trump and Joe Rogan are like the two most popular people in the world, and they were the hosts of the Fear Factor and The Apprentice in 2005.
Yeah.
So that's how life's gone in the last 15 years.
But yeah, I like Joni, like all these artists are siding with Neil Young, but Neil Young's doing the right move. We're going to, you know, cruelty-free Amazon. Really?
Yeah, definitely. Go to Amazon because they treat their workers great.
Yeah. It's like, all right, man, you do you. Whatever. Like I said, it's the whole silencing thing.
Because their sweatshops are clean.
All right. What do you guys think of, moving on from Joe Rogan, what do you guys think of Tom Brady officially retiring?
Here's my take. I thought he was going to at least go for another year, not because of the whole Schefter thing. Like, I just thought like he'd want the whole goodbye, and I thought we talked about that before. But yeah, I don't know, man. And now the whole it's funny how like that one move created like a whole super team around the Bucs because everyone just came to the Bucs, and they also just drafted really good. But now him leaving, I don't know if anybody stays anymore. Like, I don't know if Bruce Arians stays. I don't know if Gronk stays. This might affect Godwin's decision. There's so many people now that it's like, I don't even know if the Bucs are even going to be the same team. And they're going to have to go back and sign Jameis Winston. And they're going to be again.
Go back into obscurity now. Yeah, where they worked for so many years.
Go back to like, you know, the funny thing is about Tampa Bay, I think I mentioned this before, is that they technically are the worst team in NFL history. Like, win percentage wise, but they have more Super Bowls than the majority of the NFL. So it's pretty impressive. 2 Super Bowls, under 500 record, worst team of all time. Like for 10 years, they were just like below 500 in the beginning.
They have a record, but like thanks to Brad Johnson, they really got out of the mud.
Brad Johnson really carried them that Super Bowl victory with his 20 yards and 2 touchdowns.
I didn't think Tom Brady was going to retire this year either. I was shocked when Schefter said it. I was kind of happy when it seemed like, oh, maybe Schefter was wrong. But yeah, I didn't think he was going to retire. And I'm shocked Gronk had, like, we all know he's not playing without Brady. I don't know what he's waiting for. We all know he's retiring too, right? There's no way Gronk plays without Brady.
Even if Brady came back, I don't even think Gronk should be playing football. I think that dude took another injury away from actual paralyzation.
Yeah, he's really banged up on the field there this year. It was sad. It's
funny though, when he plays, he's still good though. It kind of makes zero sense.
Right. He was still getting touchdowns.
For a dude who has 80 fucking Gronk is what JJ Watt thinks he is, I would say, right, Mike?
I'm not talking JJ Watt. You're not talking JJ Watt.
I'm sorry.
The second I talk about JJ Watt, is he's gonna end up finding it, and he's gonna make some really, really basic tweet being like, how about you say it to my face? And it gets 7 million retweets, and it's like him flexing in the gym for the fucking troops, and was gonna go crazy over it. And I'm gonna look like the idiot. Anyway. That's so funny.
It would have been nice to see Tom. I mean, it still could just happen. He'll probably just show up places and get a whole.
Yeah, if Mac Jones tears the ACL, I don't know. Tom Brady might.
No, Tom Brady's never playing again because all Tom Brady's going to do now is appear in Subway commercials, talk about crypto for the rest of his life, and maybe show up to like a golf event every couple of years, and they'll pay him I don't know how much money. Like he's fine. Like I can't see him going into TV.
His
I
wife
know.
does make a
I
lot
don't
more
think
money
he's
than
gonna
him
do
as
all
well,
business
too, so.
stuff.
Yeah, I can't see him going into TV. I can't see him doing anything. The commercials I feel like were just for Tampa.
No, I think he'll stick. I think he'll still appear in commercials, but in terms of being an analyst or anything like that, I doubt it. He's gonna
No.
do
I don't want
business.
to hear Tony Romo talk analyze the game anymore.
He'll
He's
show
not
up
podcast.
You don't want to
though.
hear. You don't want to hear the top guys talk about it. Like, Peyton has this thing where you don't see Peyton on there like on like ESPN. Oh shit, I mean, he is on ESPN every week, but he's not on like the
Tom
ESPN
Brady.
like Sports Center talking and shit.
Tom
Yeah,
Brady
he's not a talking head. Yeah,
within a year. Tom Brady's
Yeah.
gonna host.
He's
I think he's hosted already.
Really?
I
yeah,
think
Eli, him, and Peyton are like the only like.
yeah, I think he hosted already.
Oh, okay. I thought he was just gonna and then they're gonna throw some Deflategate joke and it's gonna be hilarious. Or they'll make him impersonate Bill Belichick. It's the funniest thing ever.
But yeah, no, he has that podcast. So I guess he's in media in some sense, but I think they'll stick with that.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Larry
he
Fitzgerald.
also has his own show.
He'll just sell the TB12 method.
The TB12 method doesn't work. Can we act like it? Can we act like
I think most people don't know that it doesn't work.
it doesn't work? Okay, the electrolytes aren't electrolytes. That's just Mio, whatever the hell you want to call it. He's just making a regular smoothie with like pumpkin seeds in it, and he rolls his feet with a ball. What part of this is the TB12 method? What part of
TB12 does it?
Like I just don't understand why he had to go on his own method for it to work. He just didn't eat like ice cream. That was it.
But I feel like that's a lot when celebrities and athletes do all nutrition shit. It never tastes like what they make it. That's marketing them. I mean, but it never is what it is. Like, yeah, that's not shocking that his whole electrolyte shit. It's just nothing special. It's not shocking.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a stupid TikTok where he's like making one of them. He goes, "Gotta have the electrolytes," and I was like, "Dude, that's just fucking Mio's juice."
He did release a clothing line though. I saw today, $95 pants. I did see that.
Awful. I'm saying, okay.
95.
Here's my thing with like celebrity or like I guess like content creator like merchandise. They're all the ugliest thing ever. But people buy it to support the people, like to support those people.
Oh yeah,
but
like we should make merch.
It's truly awful.
It would just be a shirt with a box emoji on it.
Like if you actually look at any of these things, like they're just fucking huge. Like they either like the texts are incredibly big, the colors are obnoxious, or it has some stupid catchphrase that no one's gonna actually wear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like wearing like a grown ass man wearing like a big TB or Tom Brady, and it's not a jersey, it's just like a regular like turtleneck or some shit that has Tom Brady on it. I don't understand like who makes these things.
If we ever make merch, we should make merch that says like what people call me: lazy, stupid, awesome, with a big green check mark. No, that should be our merch.
Will trade sister for pizza and a podcast audience. What if I fucking Target and see that shit?
Yeah, what I do on my weekends: homework, big X; get subscriptions, big green check mark.
That's even a bigger X. Beg my family to listen, a check.
But yeah, no, Tom Brady, he's set up though. He'll do very well in retirement with all these businesses and
False of the podcast. I think he'll do well anyway because he's multi-millionaire, so he should.
Well, that too, and he has a super model wife who's still like millions upon millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I found weird about Tom Brady's discussing his retirement?
What?
I found this weird. When he was discussing it, his daughter came in and like looked at the camera and then she kissed him on the cheek. I was like, you planned that whole thing. You didn't see that?
No, I didn't. That happened.
Discussing his retirement, and he goes, "Yeah, just to spend more time with my family." And then his daughter came into the webcam and like smiled at the webcam and kissed his dad and kissed her dad.
Okay.
And I was like, "That's planned. You planned that."
Yeah.
Don't act like
that was, when I say family, walk in.
Don't act like that was just out of the ordinary. I was
like, spur of the moment.
You probably lock your door so your kids don't come in while you're doing stuff like that, so that stuff doesn't happen. So don't act like you leave the door open and having your kids come in. Like Drew Brees did that sometime on Monday Night Football where his kids came in. I was like, that was all planned. Stop acting like you like your family. There's a reason why you played football for 25 years. It's because you didn't want to be with them. All right. No fucking grown man who's 41 goes to bed.
He's 44.
Dreams about hitting the gridiron one last time. Okay. They dream about fucking healthy knees and fucking paying their bills. So let's not act like he loves his family so much. There's a reason why he fucking wanted to take a beating for that long.
What do you guys think of the Commanders, the new name, the Commies?
I like it.
I have nothing against it either. I don't like the logo, but I have nothing against the name.
I'm not going to say. I think it could be better. That's all I will say. I don't like.
Wonderful input. Input.
I think it could be better.
Pat, that's the smartest thing you've ever said.
I can't agree more. That's
very intellectual.
I'm in awe.
Bewildered. Speak.
Wait, time out. What is this? Oh, you can't hear a word I'm saying.
No, not even a little bit.
Okay. They didn't change the logo, which I think pissed me off. Like they just kept the Washington logo, and in my opinion, I think you drop the Washington and you just make it the DC Commanders.
That's not bad.
They play in Maryland. Like, I don't care, bro. Make it just DC Commanders. Drop the black uniforms because those look like an Iowa college football team, like the Iowa State uniforms. But drop that. But they got a good base. I don't think it's terrible. I mean, what can you do with, you change your name. This is the third time this is the third name you're rolling with in 2 years. People are going to get tired of you constantly changing it. So no matter what you change, no one's going to like it. I think Commanders is fine. I don't think it has to be that big of a deal. At least you have a name. If you want, when football team first came out, like when they first changed their name to the football team, everyone hated it. Everyone thought it was the funniest thing ever. And everyone thought it was it was the stupidest thing. And then by the time they needed to change it again, no one wanted them to change it.
Yeah. I'm fine. I like DC Commanders way better. It rolls off the tongue easier. It's shorter because it's only 2 letters with DC. The logo could be different. I agree that they should have just kept the W and just rolled with that. But DC Commanders works because, as we know, the NFL is not beholden to the imaginary state lines. Look at the Jets and the Giants. I mean, they're playing in Jersey. Exactly. So it could work. It's the space. So what?
And they gave Jacksonville an actual football team, so they don't really care about the league that much.
Yeah.
I think the Washington Commanders I think is a little bit of a mouthful. DC Commanders I think is fucking sick.
Sounds better. Although, wait a minute. Wasn't there in the USFL or something like that in the 80s? Wasn't there already a DC Commanders for something? Or the AAF? Remember the AAF?
USFL?
Yeah. Wasn't there a team already with the Commanders name?
For the USFL, it sounds familiar.
Oh, San Antonio Commanders. Never mind. I don't know why I remembered all of a sudden that AAF team, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's why they could take because AAF went out of business. So I guess they can't trademark it anymore. I don't know how it works.
Didn't even finish a season. They had that half a season.
I missed the AAF.
Dude, it was such terrible football. Oh, my God.
It was awful.
Orlando Apollos fan, though, right here. Number 1 fan. Number 1.
So I'm excited for the USFL, though, because
Me too.
Are you a Jersey General guy, or are you just going to go
I think I might have to be. I think I might have to go Jersey Generals. I don't know, though. Could change. But they're only playing in one location. They're keeping all the teams, like the Jersey General. Yeah. the Jersey Generals aren't going to be playing in Jersey. They're keeping them in like one location. They're just representing them like
right. They are playing in Texas. Are they playing in Texas?
something like that. Yeah, they're only playing in one location.
I remember they have like one location they're playing in. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
but I mean they're going in on it because Fox fucking picked it up.
Yeah, and CBS or NBC. They're two NBC. Yeah. Fox and NBC are going to be broadcasting both the games. It starts in April 16th, 8 teams. I'm looking at the Wikipedia page. Let's see, what are the teams? Okay, we got the South Division. They're all playing at in Birmingham, Alabama at Legion Field or Protective Stadium. It's a terrible name. Oh my God. Anyway.
Yeah, I know they were looking at different areas to play in because that was during COVID though. They were trying to make this during COVID. Like if they wanted, well, I could sit here and say if they wanted to go to different stadiums, they can, but I don't think multiple stadiums are going to want to pick up the USFL right now.
Yeah. So they're just keeping it in Birmingham.
That's why I think the mistakes the other leagues made too is that they think they put too much trust into themselves.
Teams had to travel. Yeah.
Teams had to travel. And if you make it just one, and, the only thing you have to worry about now is just keeping up the field and keeping up with, making sure it's nice and playable, really.
Yeah.
So
the 8 teams are the Birmingham Stallions, the Houston Gamblers, the New Orleans Breakers, Tampa Bay Bandits, Michigan Panthers, New Jersey Generals, Philadelphia Stars, and the Pittsburgh Maulers.
I feel like if you switch the cities and the teams names around, it would make more sense. I don't know. I feel a lot of them fit together. Maybe like what you say? What was the Panthers? Michigan? Yeah, you can't hear what I'm saying. I'm so
Pat, you're speaking the truth today.
Full of ideas today,
Pat. They should put you in charge of Mensa, give you a job at Harvard. This is crazy.
That's really good. This stuff. I'm really proud of you. I'm real proud of you. That. Today, Pat stepped out of the shadows and really became his true self today.
Coming in with the hottest takes today.
Hottest takes. My favorite thing, just off topic, like my favorite thing is like we're doing the exact same things. I'm not gonna sit here and say, like when guys just make a podcast and they're like, we come
can't fucking read that.
Come in with the
it's backwards.
That's the thing that I can't stand is like when 3 guys just feel like they want to make a podcast like we're doing.
Yeah,
we're
yeah, exactly what we're doing.
Like they're like, why should you listen to us? Because we got the hottest takes. Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do.
Yep. Nicholas from fucking New Jersey has the hottest takes.
Tom Brady was a good football quarterback. Oh my God.
No, what the fuck?
Fucking take me to the burn unit because I am on fire.
Oh, like to be honest, bro, like I think Tom Brady should have retired because he kisses his kids. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here with that. Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
That is nuts, man. Bro, I think, you know what, man? I think Brian Daboll is gonna be a good fit for the Giants.
I think he's going to – that's the thing with Brian Flores. He's suing, but they just chose the best candidate. Hot takes. Yeah, in 2016, that would be like a normal take. And now it's a hot take. Bro, like, honestly, like, this reminds me a lot of the Kaepernick situation. What? No way. A guy going after the NFL? What?
Bro, I don't know, man. I don't think the MLB is gonna get it done in time for spring training. I don't think so.
Can't market their players. That's the issue. Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame, and MLB cannot market its players.
Bro, all I'm saying is during the steroid era, the numbers were up. They were up.
It's a baseball.
Pat, weigh in. Come on.
Guy, let's hear it. Well, that's like the thing with like our generation though, is like we got a platform, I'm doing this for the people that couldn't do this 10 years ago when they didn't have a platform. Yeah, when they all decided to not make a podcast and make a little actual money. No, but like one day, like this is gonna like blow up and we're gonna be next to Joe Rogan going, who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Like they should call us like the voice of the voiceless. I mean, we're speaking a truth that nobody else is saying.
But listen, with three dudes who like sports, we're making a podcast right now. We're making a podcast right now, okay? And we're gonna talk about the hottest takes, the latest news, rumors. Dude, it's gonna go crazy.
Bro,
It's gonna go nuts.
Bro, we're giving so many hot takes that I mean we're just gonna break all kinds of podcast records. I mean, it's gonna be nuts.
Yeah, so that's my favorite part about seeing people do podcasts, that they do it and then they're like, dude, it's gonna go crazy. And then they just say the most basic shit. Like kind of like what we're doing a little bit.
Exactly what we're doing. Exactly.
And why do I fall victim to it? I have no idea.
Just what we're doing.
Something about pressing record on the Zoom button makes me get a makes me go crazy. Anytime I hear that button press, I want to talk about how the Yankees can be good this year.
Oh man. I had nothing.
Dude, I cannot wait to go on this podcast and talk about how the Bucks or the Chiefs can win a Super Bowl this year.
They can't. They
That's what makes me want to do all the time. That's what I want to do every time I say Nick Wright on TV and they go, I'm gonna do that one day and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go on Skype, I'm gonna say some most basic shit, and I'm gonna fucking go crazy with the numbers.
Oh man. I felt so bad. I felt so bad for Brian Flores though. Imagine getting that text from Bill Belichick being like, hey man, congrats, you got the job. Oh, wait a minute. I fucked this up. That was they're going with Dayball. I felt terrible for Brian Flores.
The ball. They're like, yeah, no, they really like him for some reason. So hey, at least you almost got the Texans job. You know, he's still a finalist, and it's so funny to look at the finalist and like you see the finalist for the Texans job, and you realize why Brian Flores is suing the NFL.
Who?
You know,
what's wrong with Josh McCown?
It's Josh McCown, Brian Flores, and then who's the other dude?
I don't know.
I had no idea what the hell the last dude's name was, but it was someone that I had never heard of in my life. And I was like, oh, that's why. So he kind of has a point. Now, there's a difference now. I know a lot of people are comparing this like to the Kaepernick situation, but I think the difference is I think Flores will get another job in the NFL literally even next year. Like I could see him coaching the Texans and still suing the NFL.
Yeah, I don't think the NFL is going to let that. I mean, I would like Brian Flores to get another job, but I would, but I don't think that's going to happen where he's going to be suing the league he's coaching for. No, I just don't see that happening.
The last guy in the Texans thing is Jonathan Gannon. He's the DC for the Eagles.
Yeah, we would have no idea who that is.
I'm like a producer now. I can't talk for in 2 seconds, so I'm still coming and fucking read stats.
Okay, thanks. He just talks when he wants to, and that's cool. So that I think that's the reason why Flores is probably suing the NFL. But I think there's a big difference because I know a lot of people keep comparing it to Kaepernick. It's like, dude, the second Flores sued the NFL, he was on Get Up the next day.
And CBS this morning, yeah.
And everybody. So that's why I don't think he's gonna be like blackballed from the NFL. Like people are giving him an opportunity to speak and like actually make sense of it.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people behind him. It's not like no one's disagreeing with him.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, it is like the Rooney Rule is stupid. You know, like I'm sure they did it with probably good taste or whatever. I don't really know, but they do it. They it's there to get out of the way. They interview someone within the organization. So we got a black one out of the way. We got a black candidate out of the way. And then they go on with their lives. That's why Vic Fangio got the job. I really don't know if John Elway was that drunk.
I know. He said he wasn't. He said they were all disheveled because they flew in the middle of the night before, were on very little sleep. So if that's the case, if that's true, let's see some like receipts or tickets or something, flight information. That's very easy to prove whether or not to be true because there's basic logistical information out there,
Also, I
especially
could
flight information.
see John Elway being hammered for no reason,
Yeah.
like on a Tuesday night, and like watching like Gilmore Girls on his couch. And he's like, "Oh shit, I gotta interview Brian Flores tomorrow."
But yeah, I did with the whole flight information excuse, whatever allegedly happened or did not happen, who knows? But that's very easy to prove if that's true. Show
And
us like
it's also really easy to believe that teams were offering coaches money to lose.
Yeah,
Like
100%.
the Browns had like that. I heard about like their 4-year plan they had or whatever it was. Now the only thing is if I was someone that was trying to
Wait, Mike, just hold that because we got less than a minute. So just hold the thought and then we'll come back in.
Okay, yeah, I guess we're going on a commercial break.
Yeah, I'm gonna draw my phone so I can talk more.
All right, so Mike, what were you saying about Brian Flores and the Texans?
Well, I was just saying that like if those are like the three candidates, if those are like the two other candidates he's going up against, I understand why he's suing the NFL. Like, I totally understand. Like Josh McCown, who almost got the job last year, and I don't even know why. He's
a vet.
He was a Jet, and then he was also the Texans practice squad quarterback when in his last
He
year.
was their practice squad QB?
Yeah, his last year because because I remember
Why the fuck is
it was something like the Eagles were paying him to practice at home or some shit, and then the Texans just picked him up, and then he was like their practice squad like QB to end his career. So I don't know why they think that he has like some type of hold on the organization, but if Flores coaches the Texans, I wonder if that makes Deshaun Watson stay.
Yeah, we haven't gotten an update with any of the Deshaun Watson stuff in a while. I don't know what's is he still on that commissioner's list? I would assume so, right?
Was he on the? I don't think he was on the commissioner's list.
Oh, he never got placed. I thought he did.
No, he could have. No, he could have played the whole year. He just didn't.
He just didn't want it.
Okay, but yeah, we haven't gotten an update.
Traded, he might have been put on it. I think that's what it was. Because I think they just know the Texans weren't going to play him, so they didn't put him on the list. But if he got traded, they might have put him on the list.
He was getting paid the entire season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even if he got put on the list, he would have been paid.
No, usually you don't get paid.
Oh, yeah, I thought you get paid if you get. Okay.
No, it's the exempt list. You can't do anything.
Gotcha. Okay. But yeah, I would think the same thing, that if Flores gets the Texans job, Watson, would stay. He'd be the quarterback there. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe. I don't know.
But I don't know. But there's a lot of things burned with the Houston organization with Watson.
It doesn't change. Like just because they change head coaches doesn't change like their roster. It's still awful.
Mm-hmm.
So like that makes Watson want to leave still anyway. You know what I mean? Like who did Watson want as the head coach last year? Didn't he want someone specific? Or he just didn't care because he was leaving. He wanted to leave.
I think he wanted someone, and he wanted the enemy. I'm pretty sure.
He wanted the enemy, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the enemy stays.
Yeah.
The enemy hasn't been.
No, he's interviewing with the Saints though.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. So maybe he goes there. We don't know.
What do you guys think of
the Saints have an open spot too? So.
What do you guys think of the whole thing with Aaron Rodgers buying property in Nashville?
He's not playing for the Titans.
I don't see it either, but it is interesting that he's buying property there. It'd be a weird look.
I don't think it's interesting. Like he just bought property, and the Titans have to pay Tannehill so much money.
Well, they trade Tannehill for Rodgers, duh.
And his contract is just not movable.
It'd be a weird look seeing Aaron Rodgers in
very movable, no.
In a Titans jersey, though.
It would be cool, and like it would make the Titans a Super Bowl contender and whatnot. But no, it wouldn't actually. What am I even saying? It's not. I saw a tweet that was like, imagine like Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers, Derrick Henry, and like AJ Brown all on the same team. It's like, when is Devontae Adams going to like, I don't know, like they're like Rodgers and Adams are going their separate ways if they don't go back to Green Bay.
Nah, Denver can afford both.
Denver, I don't know.
Denver has cap space. That's the only reason I can say that. But so they just make a trade work and then sign Adams or for like a 1-year deal. If you really think about it, cap space in the NFL isn't even real. So
money isn't real.
Money in concept isn't real. The economy is fake.
I say that
just
to my
numbers.
dad all the time. That
It's
money
just
isn't
numbers,
real. You
man.
just make it up.
And that's
print more.
why I waste all my money on gambling, on sports betting, because it's not real. It's not gonna affect me in any way, shape, or form. Unless I win.
I say that to my dad all the time. That like, why not just make up? Just be like, no, it's okay. It's this now, and just have everything work out. We could just do that, and he gets so mad every time I say that.
Well, are you just quoting Ray Liotta because he said that one time in a movie?
You lost me with that one.
No, Ray Liotta. When you say money isn't real, Ray Liotta like says that in the movie. I forget what movie it is, but he says that money's not real.
Interesting.
And
No, I don't know, because
you as an Italian movie, buff. Just thought that you would.
There's
know
actually
that.
a Many Saints of Newark. He said it.
Oh, the really good movie of Many Saints of Newark.
Yeah, he was in that movie, right?
yeah,
He was
he played that. So he
dad.
played the twins.
No, he was the twins. Yeah, in jail, right?
Yeah.
The
That
guy's
Days of Our
dad,
Lives
brother,
twist.
I saw
Yeah.
when I saw Many Saints of Newark. I think the part that really affected me the most is when Tony, like promoted like his podcast on the show or on the movie, and he was like, "Come in for the hottest takes that what me," and then he just sits there and goes, "Honestly, like after watching Geno Smith for 5 years, I don't think he's the quarterback." What? Yo, what? Get this guy out of here. Get this guy out of here.
Did you guys see Michael Rappaport? It could be staged, but did you guys see Michael Rappaport?
Definitely staged. Because Rappaport isn't funny.
Got fucking beamed with a snowball.
That was so staged. It's funny in the moment, but
it's so funny. That first time you watch it where he just gets hit from behind with a fucking snowball. But yeah, once he plugged his once I saw in the replies, he plugged his podcast, and then we didn't even get to see a look at the guy's face who threw. Because how long did it take you to recover from a snowball?
It shouldn't take that long. It's like a 5-second thing.
I mean, unless the guy built a snowball around a battery and threw it at him.
Unless it was like SpongeBob and he took a shit ton and started throwing it at him like rapid speed. It should take you maximum 5 seconds to be like, oh shit, there's snow on my face. Let me go fuck this guy up.
To not turn the phone around so we could see what the guy looked like, you kept it on your feet the whole time. You don't get that disoriented from a snowball.
No, it's just snow. Unless it was like hard as shit and knocked you out.
Yeah, he really made a whole ass skit so he could promote his podcast where he like advertises Friday beers, probably.
Bro, his podcast does that too, where it's like, come for the most dangerous takes, and it's just like, all right, you and friends. I don't know.
The fucking hot.
Can you post a Friday beers fucking picture?
I just saw a picture of Derek Jeter. You know when Derek Jeter taps the sign that says, just want to thank the good Lord for making me a Yankee."
Yeah, that's where is it? That's somewhere on my wall.
I really don't care to see it. I'll be very honest.
That's on my wall. I have a painting of it on my wall. It's right there. That's it right there.
I'm sure the painter's a douchebag. Anyway,
it's right there. That's on my wall.
Someone on Friday Beers posted saying, "I just want to thank the good Lord for making it a Friday," on the thing where Derek Jeter is tapping. I just want to like thank him. The hot takes bullshit really makes me want to put my head through a wall. And maybe it's just because we went to broadcast. Maybe just because we went to a communication school where everyone was making podcasts and saying like, dude, this one's going to blow up,
We were very around it. Yeah.
We were very around it. And quite possibly we were also there for it. But
we're a part of it. We're fully a part of it.
Yeah, but my takes are better. My takes are better than anybody else's. And that's really what matters. I'm also not a broadcasting major, so it's okay.
It really pisses me off because like these stupid podcasts where they make they make it the first episode and they're like, dude, it's gonna blow up, it's gonna go crazy, and then their content is saying like, guys, I'm gonna be honest, and this may shake the world a little bit, but Aaron Rodgers hasn't been to a Super Bowl since 2011, and everyone just goes nuts, you know what I mean? And like they all just start screaming over each other, and they think they look at First Take and they're like, dude, this is gonna go crazy.
Yeah, I'll say this though. The first episode of our podcast does have the most amount of listens out of all 9 episodes.
You know why? Because everyone's like, "Oh, great, these idiots are fucking making a podcast." Let's listen to 10 minutes of it. And then
I gotta wait, hold on. When I was in Oswego, our good friend Ben Greco said he listens to our podcast and he laughs.
That's
Like, a
good.
lot.
We got a fan. Shout out Ben Greco.
We got a fan.
We got a
Shout out
fan.
Greco one time.
Only two people that I
Greco's
know
also
listen to
a
podcasts.
staunch supporter of Make It That experience. So
Yeah, he was. Yeah, a lot of support on
he's
that.
a frequent caller.
That did go crazy, but that's the thing. But like, I'm not like people listen to it all the time. I'm not gonna bore people by going like just making the most basic sports takes of all time. Just I don't know, go
Bro.
into real estate.
Bro, I got to take.
Let's hear it. I'm already.
Right. You guys know Mike Trout on the Angels?
I know Mike Trout and the Angels.
Yeah.
Mike Trout, he's one of the best of all time.
Quite possibly the best player of his generation.
You think?
Yeah, for sure.
And you know what the problem is? They don't fucking market him. They don't know how to market him. And that's why baseball gets no views. That's why we're in a lockout.
You don't market them. That's why baseball sucks now. Okay, it's the unwritten rules.
Remember back in the good days, Jeter, Bonds. I don't think baseball has any A-Rod.
You know why?
That's
you know why
it.
baseball is fucking dying now? You know why baseball's fucking dying? It's because you don't market the players, the unwritten rules, Can you explain what the fuck that means without just saying unwritten fucking rules?
Unwritten, Mike. They don't know where to read it from.
It's like, oh yeah, dude,
Can't
that's why.
swing 3-0 when you're up by 10 runs. It's just the unwritten rules. You can't do it. Tony La Russa will come to your house and choke you out if you do.
That's why, man. They just and you know what? It's just billionaires versus millionaires. So I don't really care to know. I don't want to watch it anymore. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's billionaires versus millionaires. Please. I mean, the NFL could do if the MLB did half the shit that the NFL does, the MLB would be out of business. If a report came out that fucking like one of the managers for like the Twins, Rocco Baldelli, I think, like if he just said like he was like telling his players to lose on purpose and get the money, dude, no one will watch baseball anymore because people are looking for a reason to hate baseball. That's the thing.
Yeah.
To be fair, the Orioles are doing that right now.
Orioles are doing that, but they're doing a pretty shitty job at it too. because they don't need the money.
The Pirates.
So like that's the thing.
No, not the Rockies, the D-backs.
You know, that is kind of true. Like the whole thing with the Dolphins owner, what's his name, wanting to pay Flores $100,000 per lot. Like nobody really gives a shit about that part. Nobody cares. No one cares.
Everyone's focused on Brian Flores. They're not focused on this shit that he's accusing them of. That makes total sense, by the way.
I mean,
also, it's kind of hard to lose a football game on purpose. I would say, they would have to like their third string quarterback on purpose every week for that to happen. You know what I mean? It's not like basketball. We're like, oh, we just didn't sign anybody like the Sixers did. Like,
I don't know, man.
They had to try. They're paying, like say, like Fitzpatrick was quarterback. They're paying a good amount of money. They're not going to have them sit there and be like, you know what, we're going to lose every game. You know, and they weren't 0-10 to start the season. To be fair.
Speaking of bad football teams, I got a hot take, huh?
Let's hear it.
The Lions.
Hold on, let me get my mittens. Not mittens. What's it called? Oven mittens.
The Lions are the best worst team in the NFL.
Fucking take us to the burn unit.
They're really good.
Dan Campbell, that guy knows how to coach.
He's a good coach. Okay, I understand the record doesn't say it. Okay, but if Brian Flores,
they play hard.
If Brian Flores was coaching that exact same team when they were 0-11 again, I would fall for his fucking head. Give me a fucking break. I can't wait to do a fucking podcast tomorrow and be like, did they just say this is the most stupidest shit ever? It's because I think I'm fucking Stephen A. Smith, bro.
How do you feel about the NBA?
Yeah.
What?
Should the Knicks trade Julius Randle?
To the Knicks trade Julius Randle. Didn't they just sign him to a big ass contract?
Yeah.
It's not that big.
I say no.
Isn't it?
They probably shouldn't. You know, I think they could fix him.
Isn't it $100 million?
Over $100 million, but if he waited till this offseason to sign it, it could have been like $200 million.
Yeah.
So the Knicks did some good business there.
I think it was 100. I think he's getting paid $30 million a year. I think it was 120 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
and it hasn't even kicked in yet. He's still on a separate contract.
I don't think they should trade him either. He's only, we're only at the halfway point of the season, maybe a little past it. There's still plenty of time for him to turn it around. The thing I think the Knicks should get, and I mean, you ready for a hot take? They need to get a permanent point guard. That's what they need to
send Kemba to the fucking moon. That guy stinks. He scored 0 points the last 2 games.
Dude, everyone was
The
so
under on him
excited
just
for that
just to feel
homecoming.
something.
The homecoming, the kid from the Bronx.
Kemba was good the
Oh,
first
man.
game.
I was in that too.
The
I'm a
game he
hypocrite.
came
I
back
fall
from
into
his
that trap.
hiatus, and that's it. Evan Fournier's been playing better though.
Yeah, he's starting to turn it around.
He dropped 30 the other night.
Yeah,
You know,
he
he
had a
must be
real
good.
shitty start to the season. I saw a thing from Bleacher Report yesterday. The Knicks are open to trading Burks. They're not looking to trade him, but if they do get an offer, they won't refuse per se. Like he's
From what I got from that, it's like they said we will trade Burks if you take Kemba with him. That's basically what they were saying. The other veterans. Well, the only other veterans they can trade are Rose and Kemba and Taj Gibson. Taj Gibson's making $1 million, so you don't really have to trade him. You know? So it's like, and D Rose isn't, he's out. So it's like, here, if you guys want Burks, take Kemba.
Dude in maybe all of basketball right now. He's so lucky.
Taj Gibson has looked like he's been 38 for the last 15 years, and
so lucky.
he came in the league looking like that.
Like, it's crazy how ugly he is. But he's still. I mean, again, he's tall, so he's good. He's fine. He's good at basketball.
Solid player.
And then the Nets on a losing streak because
6-game losing streak.
New York is in shambles. Not my Rangers though.
I really think it's because Kyrie just isn't playing every game.
Oh, really?
They're on a road trip right now. They lost like 3 straight, so he's playing every game.
Yeah,
he's playing every game right now. But like, does he live in Jersey? I think he does live in Jersey.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Would love to know what part of Jersey he lives in. But was just chilling in Hoboken, New Jersey.
He definitely
like,
he definitely lives in like Bergen County in a mansion.
Isn't he from Jersey?
He's from Jersey. Yeah, he's from Jersey City. I think,
Yeah.
right, Mike?
How would I know? I don't know if he's from Jersey City.
You're a Nets fan. I don't fucking know. You're a Nets fan
Australia.
from Staten Island. That's basically New Jersey written all over it.
He was born in Australia. I know that for a fact. Because I think his dad was in the military.
Ben Simmons Australian. People forget that.
Ben Simmons is Australian. Ben Simmons also, hot take, super good at college, super good at school.
So good at school that he had to leave early because he was too good.
He's too good that he had a 1 point something average. And like, he couldn't play basketball because they wouldn't let him. So,
bro, as soon as the season ended, Ben Simmons was gone. They didn't make a tournament. Or they just said, "All right, I'm dropping out of school." And they still that. I don't think they announced what college he was from when he got drafted because he left.
hell yeah.
But yeah, we can't talk about Ben Simmons. His mental health's not good. So
Yeah.
Whatever Pat said, I agree.
No, Pat said I think it's a hot.
wait,
take.
you guys can't fucking hear me? Are you kidding me?
It's a little. Yeah, there it goes. It's a little rough right now.
Yeah.
Pay a lot of money for this. No.
Where do you think Harden goes though? If he does get traded, or where do you think he goes?
He's not gonna get traded. He's just gonna leave in free agency.
Oh, is he a free agent after the season?
If they do trade him, they can only.
Okay.
He'll get a sign and trade to Philly. I think that's what.
Yeah, I want to go to Philly or some shit. I don't know. Apparently, him living in
He had to go to a team.
Yeah, he hates Brooklyn.
So
apparently hates Brooklyn.
he just hates gentrification. What do you say?
He probably is also tight that like his $40 million a year salary kind of all has to go into an apartment for the year in Brooklyn.
Yeah, in Williamsburg. Yeah.
So he's just kind of pissed. He's like, damn, I didn't think it would be this expensive. And then like they ask him,
he has to pay taxes.
Pat, my man, coming again with the hot take.
This guy knows what to say.
He was just spending all that money at the strip club,
bro.
This guy,
he's going crazy. Yo, Pat's going
Turn on. We're gonna get fucking copyright strikes.
What's up?
Copyright strikes. You guys not hear me to do the strip club joke I made. I'm confused.
oh, we heard you say stripper, and then it dropped out.
Oh, I said Harden was spending all the money that he didn't spend on taxes in Houston at the strip club.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's gonna be a new hot take.
Why'd you get that song queued up? He had Invincible like
I had something planned for later in the show.
waiting.
I had some later planned in the show. And that's gonna be my new my hot take buzzer. I'm just gonna
Okay.
blast against the ball anytime they think it goes crazy. Because the show, it's got the craziest hot takes that no one's ever gonna see.
It's true. It's true. It's fucking.
Shoots threes. Does it really
Oh my
good.
God. Fucking nuts.
Oh, Pat's connection's also just getting a little bad again. Wow, it's
I'm so
literally
sorry that we got a fucking ice storm.
it really sucks that I'm the only one with the best connection ever. Because I had to pay top dollar for it.
Right, but how much money is in your bank account?
I don't want to talk about that. I really just let's not talk about it right now. I have to pay my cable bill in a couple days. So let's not talk about money right now.
My connection, knock on wood, has actually been pretty solid today compared to last week. Last week I couldn't hear you guys for half of the podcast.
Actually, though, next week Mike's connections just gonna be fucked. That's what I'm getting from this.
Yeah,
really
we're all
hope-
taking turns.
If it is, I'm gonna have to call Comcast again, and they're gonna listen to me rant, and they're gonna go,
But Mike, you're the best thing that ever happened to Comcast.
best thing that's ever happened to Comcast, and I'm gonna go, I wish I never knew you. Oh, you know why this is a thing though? Like, do you know why like our connection sucks?
Why?
My power's out.
One last hot take.
One last hot take.
Reason why is because the MLB, they don't market to players.
I said I feel invisible. It's 85 just to walk on.
Oh my god.
A lot of these niggas be calling.
Okay. It hit my that should when I jumped up, my chair flew and it smacked my router.
So there goes your internet.
Yeah.
The internet. I guess we called that one. This podcast is a mess.
It really is. It's chaotic. Dude, you're
I
gonna
thought
call
we were-
Comcast, and Comcast is just gonna send 2 Greek guys to your door with bats. Just beat the shit out of you.
No, don't worry. Comcast has come before, and they had to fix an issue that they messed up with,
Oh, it was their mess up.
and they still billed me $100. Guys are here for 10 minutes, and I got a one-time fee for $100. It didn't explain what it was. It just said one-time fee of $100. They can make any fee they want.
Yeah.
That's the thing that sucks about living on your own, is that people just make up fees and you have to pay it.
Yeah. I'm going
water-
to what?
My water bill, they add, it's just $1, but it sucks. They add $1 for a service fee. It's a service fee.
Yeah,
Admin fee? What's an admin fee?
you're right. They just make shit up. They really this is on a smaller scale, but I'm going to Europe in July. And there was a problem with my credit card and booking the flights because we were booking it through a European airline. So the bank, declined the charges. So I had to call and get the charges reset, but then I had to book it through customer service with the airline. They charged me because I guess the customer service woman had to book the flight for me. They charged me like an extra $23.50 because they had to book it for me and I couldn't book it for myself.
Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah, smaller scale, but yeah, an extra $23 because the woman had to click the button instead of me.
They make up anything, and
It's crazy.
You can't question it. They don't even explain it. That's the thing. Like when I first moved into my apartment, they gave me a wire to hook up the cable with, because it didn't work because it was on the floor and everyone was just stepping on it, so it just broke after a while. So Comcast had to bring their own, and $100, stapling it to a wall. They took the wire, they stapled it to the wall. It was so fucking loud. But the funny thing is, like, when they came in, it was like a week after I moved in, and my dad was still here, and me and him were sleeping on an air mattress and a TV on the floor, and they just looked like we lived like a crack house.
It's such a racket. Like what they just random charges. It's such a scam.
Yeah, and Pat totally agrees with all of us.
I was listening.
There you go. There he is.
I was listening. I just saw you had my fucking thing muted.
No,
the
no,
video.
I worry about you, Pat.
Booking
Do you?
this flight, booking this flight through this European airline was such a pain in the ass. I had to speak to 3 different people for it because the first woman had legit roosters in the background. What roosters? What do they do? What do they crow? I don't even know. Whatever that noise they make is, just kept
What do they do?
Kaya. It just wouldn't shut the fuck up. So she entered because I had to manually tell them all my information. She entered my credit card information in wrong. So the flight didn't get booked. Called back, spoke to a different woman. The second woman also entered my credit card information wrong. And then by the time the third woman came, she did it right, but I got charged the extra $23.50. So I guess I was getting charged almost $10 a person I spoke to. I don't even know.
Wait, why are you going to Europe?
I'm just going to Europe with my friends.
How much that run you? Can I ask that
Me
question?
and Mike invited.
Flights alone, $1,000.
Okay.
So which flight to Europe, transatlantic flights, book 3 flights, $1,000 for 3 flights, not too shabby. Maybe
Okay.
a little more, maybe like 1,075, a little more.
And what about like hotels? And
We haven't booked that yet, so that's gonna be. We're doing Airbnbs and stuff like that. Try to make it a little cheaper.
Pat, I don't think he should do that. That's a weird option. Yeah, that's not the best option, Pat. No, that one's a good one.
Yeah,
That
Pat, you just saved me a ton of money right there. I like that.
Yeah.
You saved me a ton of money.
Yep. Through the Groupon app. Yep.
Yeah, I'm booking the Airbnbs through Fetch.
Airbnbs are, I don't know, man. They're a little sketch. When it comes to like if I'm traveling out of country, I'd rather get a hotel. Cause like I don't know how the people are gonna be there.
It's cheaper to do we think it's cheaper to do Airbnb.
It probably is. Probably is 100% cheaper. So it's who's going? You, Galata.
Yeah.
I don't know.
you got it right there, and a few other people.
I just know Galata because he's got that pig as his Twitter picture.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Oh man.
How many people are going in total?
5. Yeah.
6. So where
All
you headed?
guys?
Yeah.
Nah, hey.
Sausage
Kind
fest.
of sauce.
So where are you going? Italy?
No, we're going to Iceland and Amsterdam.
What the fuck is Iceland?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, we're going to Iceland and Amsterdam and then Brussels for a day because that's where we're flying out of on the way home. So we're flying to Iceland, spend a few days in Iceland, a flight from Iceland to Amsterdam, a few days in Amsterdam. We're going to go to Anne Frank's house to see if she was really going to be a believer or not. And then Iceland, we're going to take the train. And do you guys remember that tweet?
I remember that.
I remember that.
No, I just you just saying that without. I'm going to Anne Frank's house. I would have been like, "What the fuck?"
And then my favorite part of that tweet is not the fact that he said she would have been a believer. He wrote right before that, the sentence before that was, "She was a nice girl."
Yep, she was a totally nice girl. You know that, right?
Yeah, and then we're going to Amsterdam for a few days, and then we're taking the train from Amsterdam to Brussels and flying from Brussels to home because the flight from Brussels was $1,200 cheaper than a flight from Amsterdam.
So you going like, is it straight? Like, is it a direct flight?
The flight from Brussels, yeah, it's like a 9-hour flight home.
Damn. So wait, so you where you going from JFK?
JFK, yeah.
JFK to
JFK
Iceland.
to Iceland, then Reykjavik in Iceland to Amsterdam, which is like it's like an hour flight, hour and change.
Now,
And
here's
then-
the thing. Don't get scared. I know it says Iceland, but it's not. It's
bro, when we were booking the trip, I couldn't believe it. There was no ice.
Don't go to Greenland though.
Oh, I heard about that. Greenland, that's a tough time. You get stuck there.
You get stuck there. Iceland, it's okay.
Yeah. But you know what's fucking crazy? What I've been thinking about all week? The co-stars of Dude, Where's My Car, the quarterbacks in the Super Bowl. I can't fucking believe it.
Oh, you know, I don't quote Dudes, Where's My Car, but I say the quote, Dudes, Where's My Car all the time. I've never seen the movie.
It's such a funny movie.
It is? I never.
It's hilarious.
Two
Yeah, I don't
movies,
get the joke.
two movies that I never, ever, not want to see, but if I never saw it, I wouldn't care. Is Dude, Where's My Car and Night at the Roxbury.
I've never seen Night at the Roxbury. Dude, Where's My Car is hilarious.
And who are you referencing? Not
I
Ashton.
was referencing Ashton Kutcher and Stifler, Sean William Scott. They're the stars of Dude, Where's My Car? And I said that's what Joe Burrow and Matt Stafford look like.
I don't think that's true at all.
I was just gonna.
Ashton Kutcher does not look like either of those guys.
What?
Kutcher does not look like Joe Burrow or Matt Stafford.
I was just making the joke because they're two generic looking white guys. That was all I was doing.
Every
Matt
quarterback in
Stafford
the NFL.
Matt Stafford is
Last year.
Well, it's just because they're young. I tried to do it. It didn't work. It didn't work.
35.
It's okay. You come up with another hot take soon enough.
I tried. Oh well. We'll get them next week. Give it the old college try next week. You guys want to wrap this up?
Anymore.
And let's test our connection like a week before. Okay, Pat?
If my power wasn't out, it's not be a problem.
I know.
That is true. Pat does not have power. That is
It's a
true.
classic. I know it's a classic. My dog ate my homework. I understand. Trust me, Pat. I've used this.
You
excuse
don't have fucking internet next week because you forgot to pay your bill. Don't fucking come complaining to me. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, Pat. I understand the struggle. I told one time I told my teacher that my dog ate my homework. She didn't believe me either.
You don't have a dog. That's why.
All right. Parlor is Eddie Reinhardt, and I don't use it. I haven't really used it anymore because they deleted everything that I ever posted.
Can you post still or no?
I could post, but they
Okay.
don't show up anymore. It's weird. Like I went on my profile, look at all my old posts, but they deleted everything.
Interesting.
Start
Start
censorship.
fresh.
I'm gonna start fucking censorship. No, but like even things that I post now, they don't show up on my profile.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's weird.
Interesting.
I got called a sicko like the other day. That's about it. That's like the highlight of it all.
Did you get
so.
told? Did you get told to slow your horses, pal? Too?
No, they called me a sicko because I said that Sean Hannity saved my wife and my wife's boyfriend's marriage. And they didn't like that. Also, I find it funny because I've been plugging this for a while now, and I looked at my followers and like some people that like I went to high school with follow me.
Really?
I just like I haven't spoke to them in years.
Why are you lying?
I know. I swear to God.
Is your phone number linked to it?
I don't think so. It could be.
Because who's listening to this? Am I right?
Just wondering
'Cause
why.
they're
we're
not-
on Parler. Anyways, that's it. That's it for me.
If you can hear me, Twitter, Patrick Chang, hottest takes coming. I don't know who's playing tonight, but I'll tweet some takes about it. The Lakers stink, the Nets stink, the Knicks stink, just the usual. And yeah.
Instagram and Twitter at AJ Batista, 2 A's at the end of Batista. And don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe on iTunes. Apple Podcast. I don't know why I said it like that. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm gonna redo that. I don't know why I said it like that. That was weird. Twitter and Instagram at AJ Batista with 2 A's at the end of Batista. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe on iTunes. Not that matters anymore, but download on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Stitcher. Watch along on YouTube. Episode 9 of the Bomcast, everybody. Come back next week. More hot takes. Hot takes.